Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Georgia's offense will have the first possession of the game. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field.
Off he goes! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. Using his feet to buy time. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure. He knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. First down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's McNamara. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Gators will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he'll be brought down. Last time these two met, the Big Dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping you out. Speaking of stomp, 2007, Mark Richt getting the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game a season ago. Defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Off play action. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the option. Quick toss. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And the Dogs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on second and inches. The play action fake. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll try the run. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 game you wanted to do.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Hey, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Got his man quickly. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
3rd and goal from way back there. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Snagged in the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll put the tight end in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. As the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look. Now the pitch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down. Now, I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Just steamrolling his way through. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Gators have their offense in high gear. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second down coming up. The corners are walked up tight. Give to the running back. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Dances away again. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Makes his connection.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to...
He makes the catch in the end zone. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. Get it out on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Still on his feet at the 45. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the toss. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. He slings it deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and have a lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Pocket starts to collapse. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, at this situation in the game now, with the lead, you know the offense is just going to try and run the football, bleed the clock, and ice this game.
He's got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play.
And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd...
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
At the 35, he's got room. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Off the RPO, complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to power it in. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.